Hi friends, welcome to IrfanCreates. This is action figure part 22 and this part is about hand covers. It was very challengeable for me to make this cover because as you know I have done lot of mechanism inside it. Now let's see how it works. As you can see I have made knuckles which giving a hand like look to this mechanism. You can expand the fingers and the fingers gap over here, and also you can curl its fingers in a decent way. Now let's talk about thumb. As you know, if you have watched my earlier video about hand, in part 7 I have made this thumb with all possible articulations. It can be moves or articulates as our real thumb can do. So the beauty of this cover is that it allows the thumb to rotate with hiding the gaps and inside mechanism. And also on opposite side it look nice and decent. And if you look the thumb from this side you cannot find any gaps or any mechanism while articulating. Now let's say it's punch pose. Here knuckles are appearing nicely and from top it's hiding the fingers base joint very well. Wrist universal joint looks and works perfectly with cover. So while making hand cover, you should keep in mind all inside joints mechanisms and about how the parts coordinates with outer cover. So it's a game of coordination to perform hand-like movements. So now let's start making this hand cover. This is my hand rig on which we have to build cover. So I am going to close all the base gaps of thumb and fingers. So I have took a piece of paper and sticked on the thumb base edges to close its gap. I do not want to stick any joints or movable parts, so applying very less glue with tip of this pencil. Just apply less amount of glue on side edges and place closing pieces on it. It's that simple. Here you guys have to work with focus. If a slightly glue accidentally sticked on any joint, then it will be a big mess. All base gaps are closed. Now let's make some knuckles to cover the fingers base part. Here I am marking a center point and an angle on right side, and it will going to be trim. And now let's join these edges together. Some parts are super smaller at this point, so better keep patience while working. Now the knuckle part is ready and here how it looks. We'll have to make 4 pieces more. I have stick a thin paper piece over here just to elevate the portion for knuckles should be elevated from here. All 4 knuckles are ready to stick. Also I have made these small pieces. These are made from 0.3 millimeter wide paper strip and we need 4 pieces for 4 knuckles. So I am marking where these small pieces will be sticked. Let's glue on these marks. First we'll stick the 4 small pieces over here. Now start placing the small pieces where we have glued. Glue should be applied in less amount and before sticking pieces, let the glue spot be little dry. Because of that the pieces will be sticked immediately. So the knuckle bases are ready and now we'll start placing the knuckles over these small pieces. While placing knuckle pieces, keep in mind that your knuckle piece should cover the fingers base joint properly. Just check it from top view. Now I am sticking a thick piece just to level the hand's volume and one side support to all knuckles. It will be better to slide this piece inside the knuckles. That will be a nice support for them. At this stage, I found the hand left side is not in a good shape. So I am sticking an outer cover to it. The outer cover has been slightly angled. I have decided at this point to make an extra cover for thumb. So this new cover will fill gaps between thumb and final hand cover. And also it will cover thumb from inside. Now the thumb cover is sticked with its base. and trimmed slightly from inside so that it can be bent from inside. The final cover is made in one piece, which will cover the hand from all sides. Let's prepare the rig to cover. Just glue on midsection and in between of knuckles. Gluing over any joints should be avoided. Apply some outer as well as on inner side. At inner side, finger joints and gaps must be avoided. Hands both sides will be covered except the thumb. This is the final and last cover. Here I am just following the knuckles zigzag design of cover and it should be in right place automatically. And then we'll close the template's flap and stick it in inner side of hand. Using a thin paper strip to cover the knuckle bones from front, the fine strip should allow the fingers to open naturally. Strip should follow the zigzag shape of knuckles. For that, stick it perfectly on one knuckle and then move towards on another one. Now you can trim the strip from top side to give it a good shape. As you can see, strip follows knuckles from front view and also it looks good from top view. So finally the hand cover is ready, and if you articulate the finger, you will find that the cover is now hiding all unwanted gaps and joints. It is very important that your rig's joints should coordinate with your hand's cover, and most important thing is the final result must look good and impressive. So if you guys like this video, do let me know in your comments. I'll definitely bring next video soon on legs muscles. Till then, take care and bye bye friends.